Alright guys, enough about gaming laptops. I get a lot of requests in the comments and also in my DMs where people ask me to recommend them some student laptops, some thin and light laptops that is easy to carry around and do light tasks. Now I have always tended to not recommend laptops and make a dedicated video on this. The reason is that most of the times what I found is that the hardware available in this price range is quite poor. Like they come with really low-end dual-core processors. The hardware is really weak to recommend and spend 40,000 rupees on them. Or if the hardware is decent, like let's say a 4-core or 6-core laptop, then the price increases so much that it reaches and overlaps with gaming laptops. That's why I always recommend just low-end gaming laptops over these slightly pricier low-end regular laptops. But however, in this sale I'm seeing some amazing deals on these sort of mainstream general purpose notebooks that you can take to school, colleges, and use it for entertainment and doing light office tasks and all that. So without any further ado, let's take a look at these laptops and some of the best ones that I recommend you guys buying. Again guys, all the laptops shown in this video will be linked down in the description. They are all affiliate links. If you purchase from those links, it helps out the channel. Okay, so let's start. First one is the MSI Modern 14. 40,000 rupees for a 6-core 6-thread laptop, which also features RAM expandability. This laptop is super slim, just weighs over 1 kilogram, 1.3 kg. Comes with 8 GB of RAM, which can be expanded, 512 GB SSD, Windows 10 Home. The best thing about the laptop is the form factor. It is so small, tiny, lightweight, and it's really easy to carry around and is very portable. It also has a full-sized HDMI port, which is really helpful. One of the cons of this laptop is the fact that it has got two full-sized USB-A ports, and both of them are USB 2.0. And only the USB Type-C port is a 3.2 variety. So you probably need a dongle or something like that to convert that USB-C into multiple USB 3 ports. But anyways, this laptop at 40,000 rupees is highly recommended. Ryzen 5 4500U is a Zen 2 processor with 6 cores and 6 threads, so no simultaneous multi-threading in this one. However, the cores itself are really strong, and the waveguide graphics in this will also enable you to play some decent games at some decent frame rates. So yeah, also there is bank offer up to 10% off with SBI credit card. So this is one of the best deals for a regular office going or student laptop that I found in this sale. So highly recommended. Okay, moving on, we have the Asus Vivobook K15 OLED. Alright, now if you've been following my channel for some time now, I think about a year and a half ago I made a list of basic requirements that you should look for whenever buying any laptop. And in that video I told that I do not recommend any laptop with just 2 cores in 2021 and beyond. Every laptop from now on must have at least 4 cores. But I'm going to make an exception in this case with the Vivobook K15 just because of the fact that it has got a beautiful OLED display. Trust me, I have seen this laptop in a shop and the display is head and shoulders above any laptop under the 1 lakh rupees price tag. The pixels itself can emit light, doesn't need a backlight. As a result, the blacks are so deep, inky deep, and as a result, the perceived brightness is also so high. The contrast is beautiful. 100%, almost 99.9% of the DCI-P3 coverage, which means you can watch HDR videos as well. So I'm going to make an exception for this laptop just because of the display, the OLED display. However, you must remember that it is a Core i3 11th gen laptop, which means it has got 2 cores and 4 threads. Now the 2 cores are really fast cores. The 11th gen i3 processors have super high single core performance. So if you're using it for Excel, large Excel documents and word processing and all that, it will fly through them because of the very fast single core performance. Okay. However, anything heavier and it will just tank down because of just 2 cores and 4 threads. Overall, I know we have to compromise with dual cores, but if you're doing light tasks, Excel, Word, these types of work, browsing, movie watching, then this is a fantastic laptop. I can recommend this laptop over some Android tablets with OLED displays. If you want something for entertainment value, go for it. Okay, moving on, we have another good deal, which is an HP laptop with a Ryzen 5 5500U. Now the Ryzen 5 5500U is basically a 25-watt variant of the Ryzen 5 4600H. So this thing also has 6 cores and 12 threads, and the only thing is that it has a TDP cap of I think 25 watt and can boost up to 35 watt. It also has 8 GB of RAM, which can be expanded, and it also has 512 GB of SSD. 14-inch size, and it is pretty light at 1.46 kg. So the reason to recommend this laptop is the fact that it has got a 6-core 12-thread CPU, which will really go a long way for most tasks, and also its Vega graphics will be pretty much enough for esports gaming. So let's say you play games like Valorant, CSGO, you want to do some light Dota gaming and all that. This thing can handle that. Also, this Vega graphics can actually handle emulation quite well. So at 48,000 rupees, with if you have a SBI credit card, you can get some further discount. And so overall, I think it's worth it if you are considering a lightweight 14-inch laptop with a 6-core 12-thread processor. The next laptop in my recommendation is the Dell Inspiron 5410 2-in-1. Now again, this is a dual-core i3 11th gen laptop, which means 2 fast cores, but again just 2 cores. But the reason to recommend this is quite apparent. It's a 360 2-in-1 laptop, which means you can use it like a tablet. So if you want something lightweight that can also convert into a tablet, let's say you are watching movies on the lap and something like that, then it is recommendable. The i3 11th gen, again it is dual core, but yeah, the 2 cores are quite fast. So if you are using it for single thread works, like let's say Excel, Word, browsing, a little bit of Photoshop and all that, then yeah, you can go for this laptop. Okay, the second last recommendation in my list is the Realme Book. Now the reason to recommend this one is that it is having a really good 3x2 display, which is really rare to see. So a 3x2 display will be really helpful if you're working in large spreadsheets. You want to see as many rows as possible, and reading documents, writing, scripting and all that. The display itself is also really good. It's a 100% sRGB display up to 400 nits of brightness, and also it is part of the Evo platform, which means it is supposed to have pretty good battery life. So it has a 54 watt-hour battery, which, believe it or not, is pretty big considering this form factor. So it is promising up to 11 hours of battery life. I can say that it should get about 7 hours in real life, and it has got 65 watt fast charging to the Type-C port, which is really good, which means you can use some of your fast mobile chargers to charge this laptop, which is really handy. And the con of the laptop is that its RAM cannot be expanded, so it's 8 GB and will be like that forever. The processor is pretty fast, Intel Core i5 11th gen. I think it's the 1135G7, which means really fast quad core, which means your single thread tasks will be really fast, your Photoshop and all that will be really fast. Overall, for the display, it's quite recommendable, and also the processor is fast. The con of the laptop, as I said, is the fact that the RAM is not expandable. Okay, now I'm going to cheat a little bit. This laptop is more than 50,000 rupees. You can further drop the price using SBI credit card and lower it by 1250 rupees. The reason to recommend this is the fact that it is an OLED laptop with the Ryzen 5 5500U, which means 6-core 12 threads. It also has 1 TB hard drive and also 256 GB SSD. So that's I would say a pretty good deal in my opinion. If you're looking to purchase sort of a lighter laptop, and something which has a really good display, a top of the line display, an OLED display which also enables you to use HDR, 99% of DCI-P3 coverage, and also not gimp on the performance. So it has a Ryzen 5 5500U, which means 6 cores, 12 threads, lots of storage, and also the RAM can be expanded. I know I'm cheating going over 50,000 rupees, but you can at least think about this laptop if you are contemplating purchasing a laptop which has a really good display but also good performance, in fact great performance. So those are all my recommendations for student laptops. I don't recommend spending any more, because at that point you can get a gaming laptop with a dedicated GPU. So I think this 50,000 rupees is kind of the limit that I would like to go. Again guys, all the laptops shown in this video will be linked down in the description. They are all affiliate links. If you purchase from those links, it helps out the channel. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.